Good morning everybody, and this is your Forex day trade setups for today. So as usual, starting off with Euro USD, we are still range bound on the 8 hour, and there's no real reason to be trading this right now. However, we do have this trend line break and what is looking like a retest, which is lining up with a 155. Now if we eliminate the noise to the left, we have a strong move down, there it is there, and we've come back to structure to test. So let me just take this bar here and run it up. You can see there's a lot of interaction here at this area which we are testing right now. So that's 129.32. So it's testing underside of what is potentially a range break. Okay, now range breaks, this is a bullish range. We've broken to the downside and retested it. If this retest is successful, you've got a 75% probability of it traveling to the downside, which is pretty much down here to start with. Then you have the measured move as a second target down there. Okay, so let's just get to the hour here. So the structure that we see at the moment on the 8 hour is obviously a retest of a underside of a channel and a move to the downside. The structure we see on the hour is we've got this nice long move down, and we have broken the trend line, and we have broken it fairly strongly yesterday, and we are busy ranging. So right now on the hour the logic is a move to the upside. Okay, so let's just get rid of the noise. My advice to you on pretty much all markets is find the lower time frames and trade the lower time frames, because the higher time frames you're getting these mixed signals. So you're getting signals to the downside, signals to the upside. So this pair, 15 minute it is, nice strong move. You can see trend reversal on the 15 minute at the moment. Look at my oscillators grouping nicely. What we're looking for at the open is a break of structure. That's my structure. So break above 120.947, break above it, retest it. I'm looking for a long, and I'm looking for a long equal to the measured move of yesterday. Converse is true to the downside. If we do break the downside, I'm looking for a break, retest, stop above here. Then I'm looking for us to start playing the bigger time frame to do the downside out. Okay, so that's kind of my structure here at the moment. So your 1 hour is also playable. You can see it's a strong move. You're looking for a move above there, but bear in mind you're still bearish on the 1 hour here. You are, although you've broken structure, you are below the moving averages right now, but it does look like we're heading for a crossover. Okay, so total confusion there. US dollar, Japanese yen, that's another one. You can see big up, big down, big down, big up, big confusion. We are tired on the oscillators. I'd be very reluctant to be looking for longs up there, although the trend is up. I obviously want to see a pullback onto structure, which is what I said yesterday, 106.232. That didn't materialize. The longer it stays up here, the higher the probability that it's going to continue. However, if you look at the hour, we've been going pretty well. We've been going up in sort of a flag, if I can say that. There's your flag over there, and we've broken that flag. So let's just get rid of that. Look at the price action here. Up, big down. Up, big down. Sideways, up. What's the next logical pattern in the sequence? Big down. It's been doing it all along the last couple of days. However, this is the first time there. It was still a higher high. This is the first time that it looks like it's making a lower high, and it's coming off structure. There's your structure right over there. So this to me right now is a sit on hands. If we start breaking below the lows of yesterday, it is a move to the downside. Same scenario here, and I think all the dollar pairs are going to be the same. Look for the 15 minute and play the 15 minute. You can see trend was up yesterday, and then down below, looking for a trend reversal off the 155. Didn't happen. Now we're above it, and we've got a crossover. So by the looks of things on the lower time frames, we're looking for more upside. On the upper time frames, we're looking for confusion. So that one I'm sitting on the sidelines for at the moment. British pound, Japanese yen. So we've had this massive move up last week, massive move down, pretty much a pin bar on the weekly, and now we're continuing. I would expect a second attempt at these highs. Okay, so we're looking at the week. Remember, each dotted line is a week. So this trend has been really strong. So I would expect a second attempt. There's always a second attempt. And that's what's brewing at the moment. The important thing on price action here is I've got a massive inside bar and another inside bar, almost engulfing bar. That's a double pattern. The structure I'm looking for is a break on the 8 hour above this area here of 149.359. That gives me an attack at the highs, but it also gives me this as a double bottom. At the moment, you can see a big move down, then consolidating. We did get a crossover, bearish crossover. We've now got a bullish crossover, moving averages pointing to the upside. Yep, I'm looking to buy this. It's should be another move to the upside. Obviously, we need to get through this area of chaos here. And there's two areas here. So there it is there. So the first one is going to be 149.229, and the second one is going to be 149.297. Get above that, find some support there. Great opportunity to be long. Lower time frames on this is pretty much going to be the same. You can see there was our crossover yesterday. Nice bit of structure on moving averages. Buy. There was in the close, not that I'd want to be buying at the close, but again, that's a pretty decent area where you can see people are buying into. So that's on the low time frames. We're looking for a long. Actually, even on the higher time frames, we're looking for a long there. We're looking for that second attempt. Okay, Aussie dollar, US dollar, big up, big down, and we're now busy with some kind of a retracement. This previous high here of 0.78211 is our line in the sand right now. Stay above it. Look for structure. We're looking for long. Get below it. We are looking for a continuation to the downside. So nice solid move down. If you look at this, it's one push up, one push down, one push up. So it's ABC move. At the moment, jury's out as whether this is going to be long or short. Same as the other dollar pairs. You can see we had a pretty strong rally yesterday, and we are now going sideways. Break of that range dictates the direction. So break to the downside gives us a double top. Break to the upside gives us a range break up, which basically gives us another measured move equal to the move of yesterday to the upside. So that's kind of what we're looking for. And if you can't see that, that's the range you're looking to break out of at the moment. If it does move to the downside, just bear in mind, double top, look for structure, something like that, to sell, to take your profit. Because you are creating higher highs at the moment on the hour. So higher highs, higher lows. So that is the next logical step in the pattern. So break the downside, you're basically looking to buy back in a little bit lower down for another move to the upside. Okay, this is another one. All dollar pairs are on the same notice for me. It's watch the 15 minutes, pick a pair, watch it, and trade that one pair on the 15 minute, taking your profit at levels. I call them micro levels, but they're going to be off your 1 hour charts. Okay, so that's kind of the structure that we see at the moment there. Euro British pound. Euro British pound. If you look at the 8 hour, we've been trending down quite nicely. We had what looked like a potential trend reversal. We rejected the 66 moving average, and also sort of came up almost into structure. It wasn't quite structure. There was my structure. You can see we missed that ever so slightly, but we've been going sideways. This on the 8 hour is a no-go. On the 1 hour, it is also a no-go. You can see we are battling here. Now, interesting thing here though is, remember the 8 hour trend was down. We broke up. We tried to find some support here. On Friday, we did get some buyers coming in off here, off the 155. We gapped down. We've now been flirting with that 155 for 2 days now. And look what's happening at the moment. We are bouncing. So London breakout strategy is something which would make a lot of sense today. And at the moment, it looks like that is your... Oh, come on. A little bit hard. Why does it always do that to me? There we go. Okay, so that is our range at the moment. So break to the upside gives us a move to the upside. There's a bit of a resistance right above us here at 0.86736. That would be an area to take some profit anyway. It is also a gap, so I'll probably take all my profit there. wait for the pullback onto the structure, which will be down here at 086637. If we start bouncing off here on a 15-minute chart, buy into that again for another move to the upside, and then you're anticipating a trend reversal. Converse is true to the downside. If we break the downside, you do have a little bit of structure here at 086450. I would take profit there, see what happens on a retest of the range. If that fails, in other words, we get there, we start rejecting it, short it is again, stop above the top of the range, and you're looking for a move back down to 086200. Okay, so that's kind of the structure we see at the moment, but this is going to be on lower time frames. Don't even bother trying to do this on the hour. You can see on the 15-minute how chaotic it was yesterday. So that's kind of, I think, that pretty much going to continue. Okay, last pair is British pound, New Zealand dollar. Now, we were looking for a pretty big breakout the last couple of weeks, and I don't think that's really transpiring at the moment. Nothing really happening here. Big up, rejection, rejection, rejection. Nothing really happening. So what we want to do is get down to the hour, and it does look like we are setting up for a move to the downside, to be honest. So you can see how we're rejecting the moving averages here and looking for a move to the downside. But look at the sideways price action. This is not something I want to be trading. And I think, this pair is actually going to start sliding off my watch list, because when this happens on the 15 minutes, we've had some pretty good days, but I think more days have been sideways than days that have actually been decent. So I think probably going to look for a better pair to watch. Anyway, this pair, there's nothing on offer for me, so I'm not even going to bother with that. Probably just going to delete it off my watch list today. Anyway, hope that helps you somewhat. That is kind of me for today. Lots of confusion in the market, and when there is confusion, it's always a good idea to drop down to lower time frames, take your profit more often, and tighten up your stop losses, or alternatively just stay out of the market. Those are the two choices. Anyway, hope it helps, and we'll catch up with you later. Cheers for now.